I basically chewed him out. Good going, Ted. No wonder everyone looks up to you. You're a great leader, Ted.
These boys are here again. I hope that they won't cause any trouble.
What are you staring at, you weird and ugly woman? We're cutting classes just because we're cool. School is so boring. We don't have time to waste at school. Leave us alone, you loser. Don't you have anything better to do?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Melanie, and I'm currently 5 months pregnant. I'm currently helping out at the convenience store that my husband Alan owns. His store, the Red Mart, is very profitable, and we recently opened up a second store. Everything in my life was going great until these delinquent boys began to loiter in front of our store. They never pick up their trash, and they have such bad manners. Not only did they litter in front of the store, but they would also steal some of our products. I considered calling the police, but I didn't think that that would put an end to things.
These snacks are pretty tasty.
Please don't eat any of the products unless you've paid for them first.
Shut up. Don't tell us what to do. Here, take the money. Now leave us alone.
Ugh.
Oh, it's so hot today. I'm gonna cool down by the ice cream fridge. That's a great idea, man.
Please stop. You're being a nuisance to the other customers.
We love the rice balls here.
What are you doing? You shouldn't be playing with the food. Have a little respect. Melanie, I think we should put an end to this by calling the police. These boys play with firecrackers in the middle of the night in the store's parking lots as well. The neighbors have complained numerous times. You're absolutely right, but let me try to resolve this on my own first. If we involve the police, they might get arrested and that'll put an end to things, but they're still young. I don't want to ruin their futures by getting them arrested. That shouldn't be your concern, Melanie. They may be young, but what they're doing is wrong. They need to be punished. They're old enough to understand what is right and wrong. You have a point, but I'm sure that they have their reasons for lashing out. I'm going to have a talk with them and see if we can resolve this without involving the police. Okay, if you say so, but I think that you're being too easy on them. You're pregnant. You should be worrying about your health instead of dealing with these delinquents. Thank you for being so considerate. That means a lot to me. Where are your friends today?
What do you want? Can't you see that I'm busy?
I wish he'd be nicer to me. He's always so irritated. I brought you some coffee and food. You'll get cold if you stay outside for too long.
Is this some sort of trick? Why are you being nice to me?
It's not a trick. I just don't want you to catch a cold, that's all. Also, I'm here to listen if you ever want to talk about something. Anything at all.
I'm fine. Leave me alone. Do you think that I'm some charity case?
What are you doing? Stop that! I tried to talk to the boy, but that was a huge failure. It's tough getting up early. Ever since I got pregnant, I'm always so sleepy. What's going on over there? Hey, stop what you're doing!
Oh, it's you again. Didn't I tell you to leave me alone?
You're committing a crime right now. What if someone calls the police? You'll be arrested.
Shut up, you fat bitch! Get out of my way!
Ugh!
I told you to stay away, but you wouldn't listen!
How could you do this? You're so cruel.
Can't you just get out of my face? You're totally irritating. I'm gonna run you over with this car if you don't get out of my way.
You wouldn't. Get out of that car. It doesn't belong to you.
Some idiot left their car keys.
I'm sure that you're not old enough to have a driver's license. Stop the car now.
Let's play tag.
You're insane. Stop chasing me around with that car.
Are you scared now? You should have never talked to me in the first place, you loser.
Somebody please help me.
Keep running like your life depends on it. I can run you over any second now.
Why are you doing this to me?
You're starting to slow down. Keep going, and faster.
If only I could get myself to a place that's safe from that car.
You're heading for a dead end.
Your car isn't allowed into this area. You need to stop.
Did you think that I'd care? I'm not one to follow rules. I'm not gonna stop now.
You're scaring me. Please stop.
Oh, damn it. I didn't actually mean to run her over. Why didn't you stop yourself from getting hit? I'm gonna get arrested if I get caught. What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Somebody, please help. It hurts so much. Ouch, my baby. Melanie, what happened? Are you all right? Ed ran me over and fled from the scene. I could hear the voice of my worker, but I was too weak to respond. After that, I lost consciousness.
Melanie! Melanie! Who did this to you?
What happened? Where am I?
Melanie, you're awake! I was so worried about you.
Alan?
I'm so glad that you're alive.
What about our baby? Is our baby okay?
Yes, it is. Luckily, the baby has no injuries.
I'm so relieved. I was so worried. I wouldn't have been able to forgive myself if anything bad had happened to our precious baby.
You broke your right arm and hit your head pretty hard. The doctor said it will be at least 2 months till you make a full recovery. The scratches on your face will be gone after a while.
I'm sorry about not managing our second store better. If I hadn't gotten involved with those boys, none of this would have happened.
This isn't your fault. You were just looking out for those boys. The girl that works at our store told me everything. She was the one to call the ambulance. She told me that you didn't want to ruin the chances of those boys having a decent future. That was very kind of you.
But it turned out to be a big failure. I was grateful to Alan for being understanding, but angry with myself for putting our baby in danger.
How are you feeling, Melanie?
Parts of my body still ache, but I'm slowly recovering. You don't need to come visit me every day. I know that you're really busy with work.
I don't want there to be a day that I don't see your face.
That's very sweet of you to say.
Yo, stop being so lovey-dovey. It grosses me out.
Oh, it's you.
What the hell are you doing here? How could you show your face here? I came to talk about the accident. I'm in big trouble if the cops find out that I was driving a stolen car without a license. On top of that, I ran over a pregnant lady. It doesn't look good. Well, you did all of that, didn't you? You nearly killed 2 innocent people and you're going to pay. You committed attempted murder. I didn't come here to be threatened by you. And you have absolutely no remorse for what you've done. You're unbelievable. I do feel bad for what happened. Like I said, it was an accident. Let's settle this out of court. If you promise never to talk about this, I'll give you $500 for your silence. I'm not going to settle this out of court. I'm suing you. And if you had any respect, you wouldn't be talking to us while chewing gum. So you don't want the money then? I want a formal apology from you. My lawyer will contact you regarding the details. And where are your parents in all this? You really want to know?
What is your problem?
My father works for the mafia. Are you scared now? What?
I now see where you got your temper from.
So if you don't want any more trouble, I suggest that you take the $500 and forget this ever happened. Melanie, what should we do?
I don't think that there's anything we can do. We can't fight the mafia.
It's too late to be nervous. You just happened to deal with the wrong person. We understand now. Then let's set up a time to discuss matters after Melanie gets out of the hospital. I love watching the two of you shake out of fear. Fine, you can talk once your wife gets out of the hospital. My father will be joining us.
I thought that he was better than this, but I was wrong. He's far worse than I imagined. Just hope that we're able to work things out with him and his father.
I can't believe that he used his father's name to scare us. If he's going to play dirty, I'm not going to be so nice either. Troublebusters!
Alan.
We'll be fine, Melanie. You have nothing to worry about.
You better make this quick. I'm a very busy man.
Thank you for meeting us. My name is Alan, and this is my wife, Melanie. The other day, your son Ted ran over Melanie with a car. Melanie was severely injured and needed to stay in the hospital for over a month. It was her fault. She could have avoided my car, but she stood there like an idiot.
And you don't want to mess with our family. You do know who I am, right? Let's settle this out of court and be done with it.
We are aware that you work for the mafia, but we don't intend on settling this out of court. First of all, I'd like for you to apologize to my wife.
What the hell? If this is your way of being heroic, it's not working. I can have you two killed if I wanted to.
That's right. You shouldn't be picking a fight with my father.
You don't know who you're dealing with here. If you want to get out of here alive, I suggest that you stop disobeying us.
My dad is super cool and super strong.
I'm famous for being unbeatable.
Just the other day, I saw my father beat up 30 idiots all by himself in one go. I respect him so much.
Even the police can't get to me. They're too scared.
I see. So you're strong then.
I even want to fight against a bear in the woods.
So as you can see, there's no point in putting up a fight because you'll lose for sure.
I'm getting fed up with your superior attitude. Let's end this here. I'll make sure that you regret ever coming here.
Please don't be so violent. We just came here to talk. We understand that you're an important mafia member, but that doesn't change the fact that your son tried to kill me and my baby.
But like Ted said, you could have avoided the accident from happening if you had been alert.
Alan.
Okay, Melanie.
We brought someone here to help us.
You what?
Please come in.
Who's here?
Come on in. No one can beat my father. This is my cousin Aaron. He too works for the mafia.
I see.
He looks like a mafia member, all right. But you can't win against my father. He's invincible. Right, Dad?
Oh, well, yes.
Alan told me everything that happened. Strange that this is the first time we meet, Kevin.
Oh,
What is it, Kevin? So let's see what you've got, huh? I guess you can say that we're family, seeing that we both work for the mafia.
You do know who I am, right? Well, I mean, we run in the same circles. There's no way that you haven't seen my face before. Have you gone senile or something? Yes, it must be my old age. I'm very forgetful these days.
Are you sure? You're usually really good at remembering things.
Shut up, Ted!
Why are you scared of this guy? Show him who you are!
I said stay out of this, Ted!
What's gotten into you, Dad? I can't wait to see how this ends.
Starting to look like the beginning of the end.
I'm sure that you don't need me to explain this to you, but Aaron is a famous mafia member in this neighborhood. He's not even 40 yet, but he's now the number 2 in this mafia group. He's as real as you get.
I want to get to know you better, Kevin.
What the hell are you doing? My dad is choking!
Ted, I don't need your help! Matt, you don't need to step in either. Kevin and I are just getting to know each other. Right, Kevin? Yes, that's right. So, Kevin, the young members of our group need to be re-educated. They're getting sloppy. I agree with you. They need to understand their roles better. Right? So we need them to be responsible for their actions. This crest here is a symbol of our family, and one of our members happened to drop it and lose it. But this crest is very valuable because only members have it. That member needs to be penalized for being so sloppy. And the same can be said for someone who steals the crest and pretends to be someone they're not. You're absolutely right. They need to be punished. Matt here was the one that lost the crest. I'm a complete idiot. Not only did he lose the crest, but some asshole came along and stole it. This asshole has been wearing the crest and pretending to be one of us. Don't you think that he deserves to die for this? Oh. It doesn't make sense that Matt here is the only one being punished. Can you see that Matt is missing one of his fingers? Well, we cut it off as his punishment. Well, Matt deserved the punishment. He shouldn't have lost the crest. Kevin, could you please reprimand Matt as well? Matt? We all know that you're the one that took Matt's crest. You can stop pretending now. I didn't know that the real mafia would be so aggressive. What am I supposed to do now? I don't want to make them more angry than they already are. I should have never taken that crest. I'm an idiot. Matt received his punishment, so I think it's time for you to receive yours. You can't get away with this, Kevin. Matt lost a finger as punishment. What would be a fair punishment for you? You stole Matt's crest and lied to everyone about who you really are. It's only fair that you're punished for your actions, am I right? This is what happens if you mess with the mafia. You knew what you're getting yourself into.
Dad, you lied about being in the mafia. Why would you do a crazy thing like that?
I'm sorry for stealing Matt's crest and lying to everyone. Please forgive me. I won't steal or lie ever again. You have my word.
Dad!
Shut up, you two. If saying sorry was enough, we wouldn't need the mafia or police, would we? Matt, are you ready? Yes. You can do what you like with this old dude. I really don't care what you do with him. He needs to be punished for his crimes. Thank you, Aaron. I'll take it from here. So, Kevin, don't expect that you'll die without suffering first. Please don't! Have mercy! Please! Ted, do something! Help me! Take this, you asshole! No! Get up, you piece of shit!
Where are you taking him? What's going to happen?
Now that your father is being taken care of, it's your turn, Ted.
I didn't do anything wrong. It was an accident. And I didn't know that my father was lying about being a mafia member. I'm telling you the truth. If anything, I'm a victim as well.
Well, you should blame your bad luck for having a father like Kevin.
And had I known that Melanie had relatives in the mafia, I wouldn't have given her any trouble. You shouldn't be causing other people trouble in the first place. What you did at our store and running over Melanie and our baby with a stolen car is a serious crime.
That's right, you could have killed an innocent baby. You committed theft, reckless driving, injury, and attempted murder.
And regardless of your young age, you need to take responsibility for your actions.
Melanie, I'm very sorry about what I did to you and your baby. You were only trying to help me, and I shouldn't have lashed out at you like that. I hope that you'll forgive me.
Melanie, what do you want to do? Ted put you through a lot of stress and pain.
I want to forgive you, but what you did was beyond cruel. I can't get myself to forgive you for all that you've done to us. And if something had happened to my precious baby, I would have cursed you for the rest of your life. I hope you go to hell, Ted.
So it looks like you're in for a punishment just like your father.
What are you going to do to me?
Alan, could you please ask Todd to come here?
Sure thing, Aaron.
Hello, this is Aaron here. I have someone for you. He doesn't have many qualities, which makes him the perfect candidate. No one will go looking for him even if he disappears.
What are you talking about?
Be happy. You're going to be adopted as the son of a wealthy family.
I don't get it.
My boss is currently in the middle of an important business negotiation, and his client is a complete maniac.
What Whatever it is, I want no part in it. This person sounds insane. Please forgive me. I'll do anything but go live with a maniac.
Shut up and do as I say. If you like, I could blow your brains out right here. If you want to live as long as you possibly can, I suggest that you keep your mouth shut.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry. But please don't have me killed.
We have a no-gun policy at this restaurant. Please put your weapon away. I'm not going to shoot him.
That's right. We were just talking.
Let me give you some money for all the trouble that Ted and his father caused you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Both Kevin and Todd will pay for their crimes, I assure you. You can trust me, Alan.
Thank you for all your help, Aaron.
Sorry for all the chaos, Todd. We'll get out of your hair shortly. Thanks, Aaron. That's very generous of you. That's why I love working with you. I really need this money to pay back my debts. You're a lifesaver. Ooh, I love the way cash smells. You should put the money away before anyone else sees it. Alan, I'm taking Ted with me, okay? Let's go, you idiot.
Oh, where are you taking me? I'd rather stay with Melanie and Alan. Melanie, please forgive me and help me. Please.
Alan, you and Melanie have gone through so much. I'm glad that you're all okay now.
Thank you for allowing us to use your restaurant for the meeting.
Not a problem. Glad to be able to help out. Plus, I get to shop at your store for free now. Melanie, here, drink some milk. It's good for you and your baby. This milk is $100 a carton.
Why are you selling milk in the first place? We're not going to pay $100 for a carton of milk.
I was the one that came up with the idea for this milk. That's what makes it special.
Well, we won't be having any, thank you.
Oh, that's a shame. You can only buy this here.
With the help of Aaron, Alan and I were able to go back to our ordinary lives. 6 months later, our beautiful baby arrived. We had a girl. After taking some maternity leave, I planned to go back to work at Red Mart. I was relieved that I no longer needed to worry about being harassed by Ted and his friends, and our 2 stores are doing great. We don't know what happened to Kevin or Ted, but there's a high chance that Kevin's no longer with us.
Kevin turned out to be a good fertilizer for these plants and flowers. I'm glad he served his purpose. Now we have the most beautiful flowers in town. You're right. Did you know that Ted was adopted into a wealthy family?
Please don't do this. I could get really hurt.
You can trust me, son.
I'm sure that Ted's learned his lesson the hard way. He should have never stolen that car and tried to kill me and my baby with it. Now that he has a new family, he understands what it feels like to be a target of violence and harassment. I hope that he regrets the poor decisions of his past. As for Ted's 2 friends who used to come to Red Mart with him, the 2 of them were eventually arrested for loitering in front of a girls' school half naked. Since they were on drugs at the time, they were sent to prison for a considerable amount of time. Alan!
Hey, Melanie, you brought Sarah with you. What a pleasant surprise.
Sarah wanted to take a look at your workplace. Family, we went through a lot to get where we are now, but I'm grateful more than ever that I'm living a happy life with the family that I love so much. Troublebusters.